This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start love one another.
Yes, welcome. As my brother said, let's get together and feel all right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my subject is about herbs, root, and magical spell. For those of you who do not believe in such practice, I still going to exercise my right. Regardless what you say, I'm going to exercise my right that has been given to me by the white man. Freedom of the press, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly.
Listen what I'm saying to you.
Yes.
Listen, black man. Listen.
So bear that in mind that you also have that right. I have no gathering, so I'll leave that one out. As I said, I'm speaking about the black men of the Western world because it seems like we caught up and we have a problem. As I travel the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Martinique, Barbados, Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, I saw the black people the same way. When I traveled to Bahamas, Nassau, Freeport, Turk Islands, I saw the people the same way. When I traveled down into Europe, I went to Spain, Madrid, I saw the black men the same way like my countrymen. Barcelona, I saw them the same way. When I went into France, I saw the black people the same way. I thought it was from my Holland. When I traveled down into Africa, I saw the people the same way. When I went to Morocco, I saw the black people the same, identical black people, just like in the Highland. When I traveled to the Canary Islands, I saw the black people the same way. When I traveled to the Dutch West Indies, I saw the black people the same way. We all have the same features. Therefore, we have to be relative. We have to be brothers and sisters. Because everywhere I travel, I saw the people the same way. I travel to Quito, Ecuador, and I see the black people the same way there. As I said in past program, I travel the entire world for 15 years, 24 hours a day. I get paid to travel many years ago because I've been working with Uncle Tom, my great-great-grandfather's slave master. So what I'm saying, the black people are the same all over. Now, the black men have been scattered all over the world. And when the black men have been scattered, you know black men did not have any ship to swim to the Western world 500 years ago. So how did these black people came to the Western world? They came here by the hands of the Indians, which you call Latin people that live in Spain. Those are Latin people. They brought the black men here 500 years ago. And after, later on, they hand them over to the white man, which is a European, limey, slimy, and Anglo-Saxon. They're from Denmark, Finland, Iceland, and Greenland. Germany, Russia, name it. That's where they're all from.
Listen what I'm saying to you.
So they are the oppressor of the Negro race. So they take the Negro and they work them. You see, the Indian was not a type of people that worked. So they could not work too much. So they die. Many of them die by the hands of the enemy.
The original man.
Now, they brought the black men to work, and the black men could work to a great abundantly.
We must love each other.
And they worked them from sun up to sundown. Some die, and they lynch some of them, and they hang some of them, and they beat some of them to death. They also let dogs bite some of them to death. Dogs beat them all over. That's how cruel these people are. They also starve some of them for hunger. They take some of them and they throw them off into the ocean. Let me give you one example. Many years ago, there was a lot of Norwegian ships run from Norway to the Caribbean. And you would have guys that were stowed away and those ships. And for them to take them back into Norway, the captain would have to pay a heavy price for bringing all these stowed away into Norway. If their last stop was to be in Norway, they will throw off all these stowed away into the ocean, because there was black Caribbean men and women who tried to stow away to find a better life in other countries. So see, if they go to Norway, they could escape maybe and go to Germany. And some of the Germans will throw them away, but some will not. Because the black can get along with some Germans. But the black cannot get along with the Norwegian or the Danish. If you never have that experience, you maybe need to try and find experience on how these different people act towards the black people. So what I'm saying, as I see the black men all over the entire world, we resemble each other. But I come to a conclusion that while we are starving and while we scatter all over the land, we've been scattered all over the land because we are not a type of people who are going to get together. So the white men already know that. So I am here to let you know that I am here to tell the black men that we need to get together again. Because we were one people, one nation, one tongue, one language. So they scatter us all over the world, and we have many different languages. So we don't know if we're going or coming. Because what they do, they gave you a book you call the Bible. 66 books in this book. And my book that I have consists of 74 books. So I don't know about these books if they're right or not. All I know, every man that reads this book, they are reading from another man's ideas, and they're reading from another man's thought, and read another man doing, and they're saying. It's very simple.
Listen what I'm saying to you.
Now, I wrote a book myself.
Listen, black woman.
So if you get my book and you read my book, You're reading my thought, and you're reading my saying and my doing.
We will be the lost men
Very simple.
and women to leave
So why the black men want to base their mind upon the book? Well, there are history in the book for black men to know. What type of history? The history in this book is the history speak of sacrifice, wife swapping, fathers going with their daughters and having children, leaders of the armies are killing soldiers and take their wives and take them to bed. Now, that's what you want to teach your children? Men is going to the sepulchre to take the bones out of the coffin and burn it on altars for sacrifice unto some gods. See, the gods have a God-S, and some of them have God. So it's more than one God, plural and singular. Now, what I'm saying to black men, we need to cut all of that garbage out. The time is come for the black men to leave the Bible alone and to leave this white Jesus so we can have food for our people and gather our people together and teach them the way and the knowledge of the earth and its contents. If we don't start to teach our children that, they are not going to have anything to teach their children. What are they going to have to teach their children? Huh? I'm asking you, the children that born today, what are they going to teach their children? 30 years from now, 30 years from now, the children that born today, what are they going to teach their children? They have nothing to teach their children because most of the grandfather is died and most of them have no knowledge of anything of the earth. They don't know how to use herbs like what I have here. These herbs for a medical problem that you have. They don't know how to plant grains so it can grow and it can bear and they can harvest the grains and store them in storehouses. We only have 1 and 2 farmers that is planting a few grains, 10, 20 acres, 40 acres, maybe 200 acres. I'm talking about the black man need to have land that he can plant 600,000 acres of corn. 300 acre thousand of soybeans. 500,000 acres of pinto bean, black eyed peas. 2 million acres of cattle, goat, sheep in different pasture. So when the white man sees that, he will say, whoo, they really overcome. Yes, they really overcome. And you would not need to sing that song no more and try to think that your children and the white man's children will be walking down the street and singing free and lost. No! We will be free of ourselves because we have food enough to eat. That's what I'm talking about. Food that the white men have to come and buy food from us. The Chinese have to buy food. The Indian have to buy food. Because our mind is based upon food. Food abundantly. from north, south, east, and west. We have land in Africa abundantly, and you have white men is going in there having 600 acres. And black men have not even an acre. How does that come about? How can a white man leave Canada and go into Africa and have 600 acres? 200,000 acres. A man will leave from England, have 500 acres, 1,500 acres, 7,000 acres. 250,000 acres. White men is leaving from England and having all of their land in Africa, and black men have no food. What I'm saying to my black people, we need to gather up our people together and see if we can take some of this land from the white man. If he don't want to give it to us freely, forcefully take it. Occupy. What they're going to do? Kill you? Maybe they will. And maybe they will not. Because we have no one to stand up for us. If the white men get ready to kill us right now, there is nothing any black man can do that live into the entire world. From the Bahamas to the Caribbean, to Africa, there is nothing any black man can do. Black man does not have gun, no place, and dynamite, airplanes and aircraft, and large ships. We have none of that. Just think about what I'm saying. Black man does not have none of what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a small little yacht that you can go and catch some fish and have a little parties. I'm talking ships that can carry 700 passengers, 1,400, 3,000 passengers, and 1,000 crewmen. Black men doesn't have none of those ships. We could charter those ships of ourselves. We could go to Europe and charter those ships and bring them to the United States, register them in Panama, just like the white men do. The millionaires could do that, the black millionaires.
And black women.
But nobody's doing that. The black millionaires hold their money.
Try to urge your people.
So it gain a little interest. In the meantime, the white men use it again. The plan that I have for the black men, if the black men get together and open a trust fund, we got about 60 million black in the United States, and we can just start with California. Say 1.5 million black in California. If they put $10 in the trust fund every month, $10, we would have $50 million every month to start helping our black people find a way out of poverty. Yes!
Listen what I'm saying to you.
And we will find a way completely out of starvation. And we will not have any more starvation. Black men will be free from starvation. And we could build our race again. So in the meantime, you're sitting back and looking about reading a book you call the Bible and waiting for a Jesus to come and take you to paradise with him. We could be planting grain. For 500 years, black men wasted time in the Western world. What do we have? What do the black men have of the Western world? A little house, 6, 7 cars, a little stores, down the street, some churches. What do the black men have? The black man does not have land to plant grain. We don't have any silo with grains. We don't have no food. That's what I'm talking about. We have no food.
As I said unto you,
That's the reason why we cannot send any food to Africa for the people that is dying in Ethiopia at this moment.
Don't let no other race kill our
And there is no black into the entire world. He's sending no aid whatsoever. All the aid that has been sent is by the white man.
black
And then you turn around and call the white man a blue-eyed devil. You are just playing games with yourself.
saved
So you can't win. You cannot play a game with yourself to win. The white man is not a blue-eyed devil.
moving in
The white man is very smart. They're very intelligent. Maybe wherever they came from.
listen
As I said, only man that came from the earth is the black man. And no other man came from the earth. No other man comes out of the earth besides the black man.
has come
But the white men are very clever, wherever they came from. Because you know why? They have food for their people.
realize
They have airplanes. They got ships,
time is
cargo ship, passenger ships.
listen
They got big trains that can carry people from north to south.
with no homosexual
They got buses and buses.
with no lesbian
They got high-rising buildings. They got casinos.
listen to me
What do the black men have?
don't hold
Bible,
that's some
church.
don't listen to those
That's all the black men have.
stay away from
No food,
you sit in the seat of
no big casinos.
you become
So we can hire our own people to work and play games just like the white men.
you should be clean listen what I'm saying
So all we doing is just playing game. Playing game with the Bible. As I said in past program, the Bible is just like a child with our little toy. It's a pacifier. See?
the message
That's what the Bible is.
and black women never
Pacifier for the black people. So when they read it, they figure tomorrow that Jesus is coming. Jesus didn't show up. They read it another time. Next Sunday they read it. Well, Jesus is going to come next month. So they continue. So let's not have nothing because Jesus is going to come. So why get all of this stuff? Forget about it. So they read on. Jesus, I haven't showed up. And for 500 years, this thing is continuing the same way.
we are the first man
Because all the black men is waiting for Jesus. And the Jesus that they're waiting for is a blue-eyed man. He is a man that the black people call devil.
you are the first man
But yet still they want to hold the white man's children's hand and walk down the street and sing free at last. But yet still they're blue-eyed devils.
and we will be the lost
They are not any blue-eyed devil. They are the one that's sending hate all over. See, people are dying in Ethiopia at this moment. And if the white man does not send food, those people is going to die.
the original
The Chinese not going to send any food. The Indian is not going to send any food. Chinese don't get into the black affair. Neither the Indian, they care less about you.